Hi, Kassi.
Hi, Eric.
So
I know you still think it's awkward.
it feels weird to me. I don't know. It feels weird to me. Maybe it's because we're already
But we
talking
say hi
when
to
we
each
do the
other
intro.
in the mornings.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's because we're already talking. Maybe if it was if we started recording before either of us spoke and then we started off with that, it might be better. But then you can't test anything, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, what exactly? So in the topic ideas section, what's the owning a Renfair have to do with anything?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. I put that in there because I didn't want to forget that I wanted to. Okay. So I thought if I put it in there, then you would remind me.
Oh, I did because I
So
saw it
I
and was like, "What is this about?"
Yeah, my plan worked. So I was reading an article and it was talking about the Ren Fair this summer and new attractions they were adding or like vendors and stuff like that, right? And the owner was being interviewed and then she started talking about how she plays the queen in the procession and at the
she's the
joust
owner
and
of the
everything.
Renfair, like the
And
land,
then I
I'm
thought,
assuming?
yeah, like I don't know how that works. Like, do you buy the land and the fair and everything? Like you know what I mean? Like if you buy a building, but I just thought, I was like, do you think she bought the Ren Fair so she could be queen? Like,
I mean, it does figure that.
yeah, because she did say she was a performer. Oh, I don't know. She didn't bring it up in the article, so I'm gonna guess it's an actor. But I mean, I would think like if I owned the Ren Fair, like Trey would be the king. Yeah.
Trey wouldn't want to be the king.
He wouldn't. No, he wouldn't want to be. It would definitely be one of those things where like the queen is in charge, but he's like, I'm here because I'm married to the queen.
So he's not going to be the king. The king. Instead, it's going to be like a what do they call that? It's like the queen's courtier or whatever. It's like he's there, but he's not royalty.
I think he would be king. I just think it's like, it's like the monarchy. A lot of monarchies, it's like king is in charge. The queen is just married to the king. I think it would be the queen is in charge, except for when I really needed to like lay down the law and then he would step in.
So he's the enforcer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I had kind of told you that story with my nephew when he was here and I was watching him and I was like, yeah, you can't be doing that. And he's like, oh, okay. Where's Uncle Trey? And I was like, if I get Uncle Trey, man, like, I don't think you understand the situation.
You're like, that's going to be worse for you.
I am the good cop. That's what you don't understand here.
Yeah.
You make me go get Uncle Trey. Like,
it's like, what you don't understand is that you have the nice one here right now.
Like, you already have the nice one. Like, if I have to go get him, he's like, it's going to be worse for you.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think it's because Trey always is, you've met him. He's like pretty calm and chill and friendly and everything. So it's like, I don't think people know that,
I don't think he's the king.
He could be an angry guy.
I think he's like your number one bodyguard or something.
Yeah, he's my number one. I just said that.
No, but he's not the king. I think like you're the queen. There is no king in this kingdom. And he's
there just is no king.
He's like the huntsman or like your right-hand man or like that kind of character. The advisor, maybe.
Yeah. Lucky Trey. He gets to advise me. He'd be like, "Oh, please no."
He gets to try to convince you what the right decision is. Well, it hasn't worked for him yet, so there's a chance.
I'm very strong-willed. Yeah, that's kind of like with this whole car debacle. This my 2 months of not having a working vehicle. It's like every time I call Trey, I'm like, "So this is happening." He's like, okay.
He's like not surprised by any of it.
Not surprised. Also a little bit like, I will definitely help you, but also I'm at work. So
he's like, what do you want
I don't know
me to
what
do?
you want me. What you want me to do about this?
They're like, I don't need you to do anything. I just need you to listen while I vent about the stupidity of car trouble.
I just need you to listen to me cry.
Nobody
Which
wants
he's
to
very
hear
supportive.
you cry, Kassi.
I don't know. Trey's very supportive. He's been my rock through this trying time of getting a working vehicle. But I was shocked when I looked at the calendar and I was like, it's been 8 weeks since my car died.
You know what the
and
good
I
news
haven't
is?
got another working car.
You're only 2.5 weeks away from getting your new one, in theory.
I know. Right, in theory. It's one of those things, like, I'm excited for it, but until it's here, I don't know. I'm just like, meh.
You're concerned something's going to happen.
Yeah, a little bit.
You're like, just wait. It's going to, like, fall off the truck while they're transporting it and get totaled.
But see, that would be it's fine because at that point I haven't bought it, so then that's their problem.
So you're gonna buy the car, driving it back home, it gets in a wreck and totaled.
Yeah, that would be where I'd be at because I haven't bought the car yet. So it's only when I buy the car. Yeah, I know that's like Trey was asking, or he was debating about getting the full front end with the paint protection stuff, right? Because, obviously we have so many rocks here. Like rock chips are very common on your car. And so he's like asking me and I'm like, I don't know. Like, have you seen the cars I drive? Just, I want to keep my car nice, but I'm like, I don't know anything about that. I drive old cars.
You're like, did you see the front bumper of my other car?
Have you seen that car?
It's covered in tiny little dents and scratches. You're like,
it's just how it goes. But that's like his truck when he bought his. He was like, I wish I would have got the thing, but it was so old. Like they didn't really have that at the time when he bought the car. So
who knows? Didn't offer like paint protection coverage for a car that's like 20 years old?
Not when you bought it. Yeah, not then. Not when you bought it.
Shame on them.
But you got me all off topic here. I was gonna ask you if you owned a Renfair, what role would you take? What would you be like? This is mine.
Myself if I owned the Renfair.
Yeah, because you're the owner. Yeah.
If I were the owner of a Renfair, I would probably die alone. No, I'm kidding.
I don't think you have to own a Renfair for that to happen.
Lies and deceit. I'll have you know there's progress on that front. No, on the dying alone, no. I don't think I'd want it because I don't want to be the center of attention. So I wouldn't want to be the king or the queen. Obviously. Well, not the queen, obviously, but I wouldn't want to be the king for certain.
But you'd be so pretty.
I wouldn't want to be the king for certain. For certain. I don't know. I think if you could have a role like being a jester, so your whole job is to just go around and like be obnoxious to everybody, it'd be kind of fun. Like if you were even allowed to like...
And you're so good at that.
Well, if you were allowed to work... Yeah, I am. If you're allowed to like... Obviously, you'd set it up with like the performers beforehand, but like you could set it up from an audience perspective. It looks like you're just harassing the performer, like walk on stage when you're not supposed to, and just like cause trouble.
Oh,
like how funny that'd be if you could just go around the place and just interrupt your performers and do whatever nonsense. But like you plan it with them beforehand, so they know what you're gonna do. But still, it's like part of the show. But you're acting like you're just causing trouble. Like it'd be fun.
Yeah. I agree.
What I'm saying is...
Just the right amount of mischief.
If I existed in medieval times, I want to be a jester. But I want to be a jester that doesn't get executed if they're not funny enough.
That would be a dangerous situation for you. Yeah.
Because
I
like
would
one
die
bad
so
day.
One bad day, they'd be like, nope.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have these at every Ren Fair, but at ours, they have the lady that's dressed, she looks like a statue, but then she has like water or whatever, and she like does this like little water show thing, and then you get a splash kids with water, and you'd be like in the face,
Wait.
So I think she's great. I would love her.
Your ideal role at a Ren Fair is someone who gets to spray water at guests and otherwise just sits still and does nothing.
No, she does this whole little like dance performance thing,
but
No, it's like she has show times, like set
but that means the rest of the time you're sitting still because you're a quote unquote statue.
No, she's just like not standing there. It's like she's just dressed to look. So when she's standing on the little pedestal, she looks like a full statue, and then she does this little. But it's not even an intricate dance. It's mostly arm movements because I assume the water lines go up her arm and stuff. Yeah. But.
Wait. So you don't want to
Have you never seen this lady?
I don't think no.
Do you not know what I'm talking about?
I don't know if I have.
Oh, okay.
But no, so you're saying you don't want to be the guy there. You don't want to be the guy that's there every single time I've gone, that stands near the entrance holding a piece of bread and a rock and just goes rock and roll every single time a guest walks by.
You know who I love at our Ren Fair is, and I'm sure you've seen him. He always is dressed like he has like a hunchback, and he always has like dark soot like around his eyes and stuff, and he just yells insults at people walking by.
I feel like I've seen him. Yeah.
And he does this really like, I don't know, he like hobbles around
well,
the
he's a
Ren Fair.
Hunchback, of course. It's like the character. Yeah.
Yeah, and he'll just yell insults at people. That's like all he does, and I think that would be fun, but it would also be one of those things where I think I'd really have to not worry about people's reaction to insulting them and being like, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's just a joke.
Your two ideal roles is someone who gets to dance a little bit and throw water at the guests, and or someone who gets to insult all the guests.
Yes. I think it would depend on my mood that day.
Wow. I mean, if I was in like the jester costume, I also probably would insult guests. But I mean, still interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Those are the two that you went with.
Those are the two. Yeah. Otherwise everyone else is like a vendor, or you actually have to have a skill.
Ooh. Can I be like one of the minstrels that just sits like in the shade underneath a tree with like a hat and you just sit there playing like a lute all day? Because I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a role. You could do that.
Like, you don't have to talk to anybody.
You're the
you just,
owner.
like, strum a lute the whole time with a little hat.
You're the owner. You can do whatever you want.
Because that sounds
They're
fun.
like, we don't even have those. That would be fun. Are you good at making up songs, though? Like, would you make up lyrics about people as they walked by?
It would be kind of fun because then you sort of get to make fun of them as well if you're making up little songs about all the guests or people
like, you could make it nice, or you could be funny. Yeah, you could do a variety of things.
I don't know if I'd be good at it, but because it take practice, but it'd be kind of fun.
I think that would be fun. Like I said, I just wouldn't really want to do anything where you have to actually interact with people and talk. Like, I wouldn't want to sell anything. I imagine being the queen is fun, but then people want to take pictures with you and stuff like that, and I'd be like,
well, the advantage with that is you're the queen, so you can tell them no.
Yeah. And you'd be like, no, you
I don't take pictures with the rabble.
Although I used to do that. Our high school would do like a safe trick or treat. And I always dressed as a fairy princess.
Why?
Mainly because I could reuse my prom dress because my parents spent a good amount of money on it. And I was like, we're going to get as many uses out of this as we can.
And it had fairy princess vibes?
Yeah, it was like pink and satiny and had like, I don't know, some kind of flower detailing on it. I don't totally remember it, but I had like little wings. I'd put little fairy wings on, a little crown. And let me tell you, those 5-year-old trick-or-treating girls were always like, I need a picture with the fairy princess.
And you're like, I'm playing a mean fairy princess. I don't give pictures.
No, I went all for it. I was all about it.
Did you carry glitter that you could sprinkle on their heads as fairy dust?
Oh, no, I should have. I should have had little things of fairy dust to give them.
Better yet, you should have gotten one of those like prop wands that has little holes in it. You can fill it with glitter so you can like shake it over their head and glitter falls out.
Man, if I could go back, I wouldn't. But
you wouldn't. You're like, I don't want to go back to high school.
Absolutely not. But to like make that all magical for the kids, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just get a pretty dress and be a fairy princess when I hand out Halloween candy and sprinkle kids with glitter. And then, I don't know, people can freak out that I'm like poisoning their children.
You're like, it's poison glitter.
They threw something at my kid.
I tried to pepper spray him. It was glitter. That's arguably worse.
That never comes off.
Do you know what you just did? They're cursed with glitter for the next 5 years.
It is sad how glitter is so great and also the worst. Like, there's a moment with glitter where it's going well, and then you knock it over, and you're like, my day's ruined.
You're like, my entire day, my life, my career, everything's ruined. I dumped it on my shirt. It's just going to permanently permeate all of my clothes now.
I'm going to be looking for glitter for forever.
Yeah. That's why the whole glitter bomb thing exists, because it's simultaneously fun, but also so bad.
For sure. I would be sad if I spilled glitter. I don't know as a parent how I would feel if I had kids, if someone sprinkled glitter on. I guess at Halloween, I don't know.
I don't think I'd mind if it's Halloween. I mean, granted, my family doesn't celebrate Halloween and probably won't. Well, not probably, they won't. But
you'd be like, why were you trick-or-treating? I don't even understand why you were there.
It's like, why'd someone throw glitter at you on this random October day?
This day of no significance.
If it was like a light sprinkling, so it was like that you open the door, toss candy, and as they're leaving, you just do like this sort of toss spray thing of glitter, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Because most of it end up on your porch anyway.
That's true. Oh, man, getting glitter off concrete. Ugh.
Don't bother. It's outside. Who cares? As long as it's like a naturalish or biodegradable glitter or something that's not going to be like.
Well, yeah, you have to get the. Yeah, I don't use my front porch, so I guess I wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
I take the Halloween
You
stuff
know how
down
I
and
know
just
you
be
don't
like,
use your front porch? Because the other
ow.
day when I was there was one of the bushes that's by the rail had like 7 completely dead like tendrils, like brown vines coming from the growth that were bothering me. And I really wanted to go over there and just like pluck them all off to make it look nicer. But I'm like, I can't do that. Maybe she's leaving them for some reason.
I mean, you were out there long enough. You could have. You should have just started plucking them off. It would have been fine.
Yeah, well, just left them in a
No,
little
it's
pile
just
on your front porch as like a gift.
I collected these twigs for
I
you.
got these twigs for you.
No, no, it's a trumpet vine, and sometimes the vines grow back. Like they'll repopulate with flowers, and sometimes they don't. So I just never know. And then by the time the plant gets into full swing, I don't care. So
Like right now, it's in full swing, and then there's a bunch of dead ones, and you just kind of ignore them.
yeah, I'm like, you can't really even see them past the leaves. So
I very much could see
fine.
them.
Well, you were on the porch. That's different.
Oh, you're saying
I
from the
don't think
other
you
side.
understand. My gardening tactic is live or die, and then the plants can choose for themselves.
It's a good thing that's not your child rearing tactic.
Luckily for kids, I don't have any, so they were all
Luckily
safe.
for kids, I don't have it.
I don't
Luckily
have
for
any.
kids everywhere. Yeah, because
Well,
if you did have any,
my kids
well, the
seemed weird.
thing is, if you did have any, they would like the ones that survived would be so much more powerful than any of the kids out there. So you're right. For kids everywhere, it's lucky that
That's
you
true.
don't have any.
That's so, going back to medieval things, it's, I'm like, dude, I brought you here. I'm going to do the best I can, but live or die,
Like really,
I
it's
don't
on
know.
you at this point. I
Yeah,
give you everything else you need to survive. I mean, now it's just if you can't survive on your own here,
Listen, you're 3 now. If you can't survive on your own, I don't know what to do for you.
you're 3. You live in the United States. It's the 21st century. If you can't survive on your own, what are we like? You're never going to make it in the medieval times at the Renfair.
You'll never make it. Ooh, do you think? No, because I think you have to be 16, right? 15
have
or
a job?
16 to work the Ren Fair?
Probably.
Yeah, I was thinking, do you think if she has kids, her kids will work at the Ren Fair too? But
I mean, there's always a chance they could like work under the table type thing, but probably not realistically because you have to be like 16 to have a job legally. I think, or at least
Yeah,
maybe
I
I
was
think you
gonna
get
say,
like 15 or 14, but it has just like other
15.
paperwork involved.
other paperwork involved.
Well, there is.
We don't do
because, like,
paperwork anymore.
not in the Red
What are you
Fair
talking
because I
about?
mean, like, you can't. There's ye old paper doesn't exist. It's too expensive.
Ye
Not for the
olde-
rabble.
Ye old paper.
Ye old paper, aka wax tablets
Oh yeah, I forgot about the wax
or
tablets.
parchment and quill.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with parchment and quill. Huh. That's interesting. I just completely forgot you brought that up last
Okay.
time.
So if you
Got nothing.
had children, let's say you had a kid, and let's say they're like 8, and let's say for some reason they were allowed to work the Ren Fair, what role would you give them? Would you dress them up like a little gremlin person that gets to just like cause trouble, or what?
I think it would totally depend on their personality. You know what I mean?
Would they be like a fairy? Would you
'Cause
dress them up as like a prince or princess?
I think it would depend on their personality. I think like a prince or princess. I think like a jester.
Well, there's obviously a level of like what they
pickpocket.
want to do, right? It's like, what do you think would be fun? Okay, you can do that.
Yeah, I think it would be their personality. If they're a little more shy, I think dressing them as some kind of like sprite or fairy or little like mushroom creature would be really cute. Because then it makes more sense if they're shy and they don't want
Yeah.
to talk to you,
Better yet, then you dress yourself up as like sort of like a druid, and you have like all your kids dressed up as like little like fae and sprite creatures and mushroom critters that just follow you around.
Cute. Yeah, that'd be cute. That'd be really cute if you had them all dressed as like
Not gonna lie, I've
little-
always
little
thought
animals
I've
or
always thought
something
when you're at like
too.
the Ren Fair and you see like the families that have like themed costumes and they have like the little kids that in like full costumes as well that are like themed with it. I've always thought it's kind of cool.
I appreciate when families go in and do it together, you know?
for
It's a
sure.
it's a group activity. But your family, there's enough of you. You guys don't ever do a theme?
No.
That's shocking.
Part of the problem is that for us to do a theme, we'd have to do
Shocking.
like all new costumes for most of us because none of our existing ones would work on a theme. And costumes
I know,
are
I'm just
expensive,
surprised
so,
I'm just surprised over the years you guys didn't just settle on a theme.
Nah, differing
And then do
opinions
it.
of what's cool and what we want to dress up as. I mean, like, the problem is costumes are a bit of a commitment and they're pretty expensive. So there's a
True.
level, especially the way we do them. So there's a level of, do you want to put that much time and money and expense into one that you personally don't really like as much just because it's part of a theme?
That's true.
And we tend to err on the side of no. So
Also, if people change their minds as they get older and they're like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't eat the food at the Renfair, do you? Don't you say you go out and like have lunch?
At the car, yeah. We don't eat at the Renfair itself.
Because Trey is all about the turkey legs, so I was just curious.
Because of course Trey's about. Have you seen his cat? No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I don't even know what that had to do with anything. But like people they'll say like people's legs look like turkey legs a little bit.
Yeah.
That was the joke that my brain went to. But like,
I was just like, well, I don't.
You're
okay.
like,
Yeah. That's kind of it. It's really solid. It's just the turkey legs, and then I don't feel like we buy a whole lot else food wise there. I mean,
Not
like we'll get
funnel
drinks and stuff. No. Yeah.
You don't buy
Mostly
beer?
The turkey legs. I don't know. We used to. I don't know. It's not as much of a thing now.
Wasted?
It's something about when you get older.
Knock out, drag
and then
out, flat out drunk?
Oh, yeah. As party animals.
Completely and utterly.
No, keep going.
I'm trying to come up with others. Hold on. Get a healthy buzz going.
You definitely drink, I can tell.
Yeah, I'm a chronic drinker. I know all the slang and the lingo. Get me a brewski.
So hip. Beer me.
Beer me. Hey, watch this. Hold my beer.
Like, sir, this is a root beer. You're like,
I
I know.
still need someone to hold it while I do something cool.
I still don't want to spill it.
I don't want to spill it. I paid a lot for this root beer.
Okay, I have to say, though, that we bought those Selena Gomez Oreos.
Uh-huh.
I bought the full-size pack.
Is it gone already?
Almost. There's only 2 cookies left.
Nice.
It's only been like, what, 2 days?
Yeah.
3 days.
2 days.
They're
2 and a half. 2.5
so
days.
They're so good.
To be fair,
good.
there are 2 of you. Here's the sad thing.
We can use that argument, but I'm still
Cassie.
pretty sure I ate most of them.
Cassie.
Yeah.
There is one of me.
You ate your whole pack?
There is one of me. And of my pack, there's probably like 8 left.
Well,
so
that's
it's
the
not
thing
much
is there's
better.
only 2 left. There's only 2 left in my pack. Trey probably has only had 4, maybe 6, maybe.
Yeah, we're in the same boat is what you're saying.
They're so good. I was just like, I opened it and I was really sad. I was like, oh, we're almost out of these Oreos. Because
you're like, I don't remember eating them all.
I do. They were delicious. I remember every moment.
You're like, I remember every single one, actually.
Delicious cookie number 1.
Delicious cookie number 1. Delicious cookie number 2. Who is this like the count? It's like delicious cookie number 1. Cookie
I guess
number
it's better
2.
than the Cookie Monster, because I haven't seen him in a while, but doesn't he kind of do that where he's like, I'm gonna eat 1 cookie, 2 cookie, and then he just shoves them all in his face.
All I know about the Cookie Monster is that I think more cookie ends up on the ground than it goes. Well, okay, literally, duh, because he's a puppet, so he can't eat them.
Yeah,
but,
okay.
Like even quote unquote in world, I feel like more cookie ends up on the ground than in his mouth.
Oh, absolutely.
With the way that he like eats them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, part of that is because you have to do that, otherwise it's not going to go anywhere if it ends up in his mouth. They should make should modify the Cookie Monster puppet so there's like a hole in the back of his mouth so the cookies can actually fall down there and stay there until they end the scene and they could dump them out. A cookie pocket in his throat.
Doesn't the Cookie Monster like not even eat cookies anymore or something?
Doesn't he promote that because it's not healthy? So they're like, we have to change the Cookie Monster.
Because
now
the problem is the
monster.
cookie. Yeah, because I think the problem is like the Cookie Monster was so cute and adorable that you're like, I don't mind the Cookie Monster, right? Like it was like you don't want to be the Cookie Monster, but then they made him too cute, and then they're like, well, now we gotta change it.
They're like, we can't have kids' favorite character be a monster that's all obsessed with sugar.
Well, at least they should have made him more frightening. Like if Oscar the Grouch was a Cookie Monster, then you'd be like, ooh, I don't know why
you said make it more frightening, and I'm picturing like full on like Stranger Things type monsters. So you got Sesame Street with like all the cute little monsters and this thing that's like from another dimension. It's like, what are you?
Like, I'm the Cookie Monster. That's what they should have done.
Such a ridiculous idea.
It's just, I wonder why, and I mean, I do get it to some extent. Like, why did Sesame Street last with like hand puppets and stuff? But, like animatronics didn't. Like Chuck E. Cheese, he's been through some things. He's had some work done.
You know
But I
why.
just wonder what
You know
that
why.
is. I wonder what it is
Oh, I
that
know
like
exactly why. I can tell
Muppets
you
were
why.
cute from the get-go.
I can tell you
though.
why.
Why?
It's the human element. It's that at the end of the day, when you have something like a Muppet that's a puppet, it's got the human element because it's being controlled by
Mm-hmm.
humans. So even though it's not like a
Mm-hmm.
physical body, there's still that level of
It seems
it's human.
natural.
Yeah, it's got that human
Yeah,
something that makes it seem more natural and acceptable to like your brain.
that makes sense. That makes sense that it's more of like a natural human element.
Yeah.
Whereas, yeah, the animatronics are creepy. But
Animatronics
also
fall
just
in,
the
especially a
sheer.
lot of them fall into like the uncanny valley realm where it's just straight up creepy.
My dog's upset. I'm gonna have to go handle this real quick.
Unbelievable.
I know.
Now we have to edit this one again. Just like the last one. Oh my gosh. You're so freaking useless. It seems harsh. Harsh but true. Anyway, talking to myself. I'm vamping a bit here. How's everyone's day going? Going well? Having a good day? Good time?
Are we just gonna leave that for everyone to listen to? Oreo. He's broken again. Is that super loud?
I don't hear it at all, actually.
Well, he's being loud. I might
was kind of
have
just
to go put
vamping
his.
there for a little bit. I don't know if it was working or not, but
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. If people are like, no, I hated it. Thank you.
I hated every part of that. If you would not, that would be greatly appreciated.
I don't like when you talk at me, you know?
I don't like when
I
you
just
talk.
want to be a passerby.
I don't like
If they
when
don't
you
like
talk.
when you talk, they're just really in the wrong place
They're like,
entirely.
listen. I don't like it when you speak. And you're like, you do realize this is a podcast, an audio-only podcast.
That's all I do here.
I thought it was a billboard. I thought all I did was stare at people.
I want to ask you about multiple things. But first of all, my sister was telling me about this news article she read about a wedding at Disney Park in France, I think it was. They went to start the wedding, and then the park employees called the police because the groom was 22, but the bride was 9.
What?
And yeah. And so then when the police showed up, the mom and some of the other adults there were like, no, this is just like rage bait. Like, this is what we do. We film things for rage bait to get views online or whatever. And the part that made me laugh was my sister was telling me about it. And she goes, what in a series of unfortunate events is happening? Because in a series of unfortunate events, that's like the main plot at the beginning of the show is Count Olaf gets the orphans. And he wants their money. And then they're like, well, Violet can't have the money until she's of age. Like, or if she dies and her husband gets it, right?
Yeah.
And then Count Olaf is like, I'm going to plan a fake wedding. That's a real wedding to get her money, right? So my sister's just like, why does this seem like a trick where they're like, no, it's a fake wedding, but it's a real wedding, but it's a fake wedding, you know?
What in the actual heck? Rage bait people are gone too far. They're insane.
They are insane. Also, that costs a lot of money to have your wedding there. So
to have
hopefully they get a lot of
dedication for your rage bait. I'm like, that's some serious dedication to rage bait that you're willing to spend that much money.
Yeah, and emotionally traumatize your child.
Yeah.
That's also cool.
I mean, it just builds character, right? It's good for them. That's a joke for legal reasons. That's a joke.
We don't actually believe in the emotional manipulation of children.
I don't believe in the emotional manipulation of anyone except you. Honestly, you deserve it. You were asking for it, so.
Wow.
You're saying you weren't asking for it? You're saying you don't deserve it? Are you trying to deny that right now to my face and in the ears of millions of Americans and potentially other people?
I just want to be very clear. We're not even in the same room or house. So can't even see your face.
You're still saying it to my ears. That? Say it to my ears, Cassie.
I don't like that.
Say it to my ears.
I don't like
that. Say it directly into my auditory canal. That's even worse. I really don't like that.
I hate everything you choose to be.
That is very upsetting. I really don't like that, actually.
I hate that. I hate it so much. My main point was I just don't understand rage bait type stuff. Because one, no one likes negative comments except these people. And it'd be weird to have an entire platform where all you get is negativity.
You know
And all you do
why
is create
I do understand
negativity.
it.
It just seems stressful. So
I
stressful.
don't understand it, but I do understand it. And there's a reason why I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand it because I understand that at the end of the day, engagement equals money. And that's really all they care about.
Because you also seek attention, good or
No,
bad.
but because there's a level of, from their perspective, horrible people's perspective, there's a level of the way that social media works, especially within the realm of advertising and AdSense and making money off of that, is that it's all based on engagement. So it really is whatever you can possibly do that creates engagement, you'll make money. And yeah, there's a level of advertiser friendly, but a lot of those things still qualify as advertiser friendly, even though they shouldn't. And so people make money off of it, and it's just a whatever you can do to make a living kind of thing.
That's just, I couldn't
Not
handle
that that
it.
justifies
There's
it,
like
but
enough.
I do say, like, I get it. Why?
No.
It's
Like, I get it. But man, there's enough going on, right? Like,
there's enough rage naturally. You don't need to find more.
you don't need to
cause
create
more,
it.
especially.
Yeah. You gotta create rage.
Cassie, you hear that? You don't need to cause more rage.
I don't cause any rage. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure.
I would go to a rage room. I would try that at least once just to see.
I've always wanted to try a rage room.
I
but
just don't know how. I would have to pick a time when I'm actually angry. Like normal
so
me
than
would
a
go in
rage
and be
room.
like,
More so than a rage room, I really want to try that idea we had of like a ransack room.
yeah,
where
a
the premise is
ransack
to like
room.
ransack a house with like looking for like the X, Y, and Z. So it's like, oh, you're trying to find like the papers that are hidden somewhere in the house or whatever. Like
Or the
like, in the
diamond, or
office,
like
the diamond that's
whatever.
hidden in the office. Yeah, I think the ransack room would be more fun than a rage room because then there's a purpose
I
behind the
think-
chaos.
Yeah, there's a purpose behind the chaos, but it's a little better than a oh my gosh, why isn't my brain working? What are those rooms called? The puzzle rooms.
Escape rooms.
Escape room. Yeah. It escapes me with a word. But it's better than an escape room because you don't actually have to like solve a puzzle or figure anything out. It's like you could just come across it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not quite destructive like a rage room, but you do get to be a little messy and chaotic.
It's like
Which
a hybrid
I think
between
would be
the two,
fun.
a little bit.
Right?
Because like escape rooms, I've never done a legit escape room, but I think it'd be fun. But I also think a
You've
rage room
never
would be
done
fun.
an
But like
escape
No,
room?
no. But like a ransack
That's
room
wild.
would be like somewhere in the middle, and it would also be kind of fun.
Yes, I think a ransack room would be really fun. We should look into this. Maybe there is an escape room place that we go to sometimes near here,
Yeah.
and I should call them and give them the idea of a ransack room.
What you should do is you
be
should
like-
find someone that does rage rooms and call them because they're already used to like the places being destroyed and like,
That's
setting it up.
true, and they already have probably the insurance for things getting destroyed or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this with any of my stuff. Is like, you know, when they have the counter like full of things and they just shove it all off
Yeah,
the
yeah,
counter
for sure.
or whatever. Or like my favorite is when Jim Carrey in The Grinch like pulls the tablecloth and all the dishes stay and then
Yeah.
he knocks them all off. It's like,
Did you know?
I would love to tangent.
Did you know in that
that
scene?
was an accident.
Yeah, that it was
I had
supposed
seen
everything was
that.
supposed to fall off, but it didn't. So that's why he went back and knocked it all off. Yeah. Okay.
Right, which actually was a funnier take. But I would love to do that. But I'm not going to do that with any of my stuff. And I don't want to clean the mess up after I do it, right? Because I'm
Yeah.
like, well, then I just have to pick it all up. But somebody was like, give me $2, you can knock all this off the table. And
Yeah, but if like your ransack
clean
room,
anything that
if, like, the
breaks, I'd be
ransack
like,
room had like
yeah.
had like a desk that was covered with knickknacks, and the first thing you could just walk in and the first thing you do is just sweep the desk. It'd be so much fun.
it'd be like weirdly satisfying, actually. I think that would be more my speed because I don't know if like rage is ever what I have, but
Well, okay,
I
but
think
the
just a little.
the concept of a
like
rage
a-
room is more just
oh my
a
gosh.
room you get to break everything in it if you want to.
But I
wouldn't
think-
do it out of rage. I'd
you
do
know
it
what
because
it
it'd be
is?
kind of fun.
You know what it is? It's a ransack room is like the petty version of a rage room. It's like,
Yeah,
you know how
it is.
cats are petty and cats like knock stuff off just to be ridiculous? Like that's what a ransack room is. It's to get out your inner pettiness.
A rage room is a let's cause wanton destruction. A ransack room is let's cause as much of a mess as possible, but it's not like the same as
Let's-
like destruction.
Yeah, let's just make this really obnoxious and inconvenient for whoever has to clean it up.
Which is terrible because like as a ransack room, that means someone's paid to clean this up, and you're like the whole goal is to make it a disaster.
But that's the thing is they're paid to clean it up. I'm paying essentially I'm paying for them to clean it up, right?
Yeah,
Because the thing is
for
like
sure.
you could do that at your own house. You don't want to clean up the mess. So you're essentially paying to be able to make a mess and not clean it up.
Yeah.
That's the same as like birthday parties when you pay to have a party somewhere. Like
But
you're essentially paying someone else to clean it up.
When you rent a location for a birthday party, that you're supposed to ransack the place you rent.
Listen, I used to clean up after birthday parties. I'm not sure those people know that. The messes that some people would make.
I mean,
like,
I'm sure, yeah, I'm sure, but that you're not supposed to.
cake ground into the floor. I'm like, what? What? Just pick the cake up if you drop it. I don't understand.
No. You drop the cake, you step on it, you grind it into the floor and make sure it's really into the floorboards.
Yeah, like really in there. It was rubber floor, so it cleaned up fine.
Why
where
are
I
you
worked.
even complaining?
So.
You're just whining for no reason now.
I mean, I was 15. I didn't want to be cleaning up cake off the floor.
Better than other things.
It is way better than other things.
And honestly, some birthday parties could also have those things on the floor.
I didn't mind being a birthday attendant. It actually was fine. Most parties were lovely. And most of the time it was great. Every once in a while you got these people.
Like, hover and just watch and make things get out of hand, or what? What'd you do?
Yeah, so you would just help them get their, because it was an ice rink, but you would help them get their skates. You would bring them like drinks or whatever, like fruit punch or whatever. Usually we had pizza, so you'd bring the pizza up, you'd help hand it out, you'd bring the cake up, cut it, help hand it out. If people needed different skate sizes, you would go get it for them so they could stay at the party area. They didn't have to go back and forth. But yeah, mainly you were just kind of there in case they needed anything. So that way they could just skate and eat and smush cake on the floor.
that actually seems fun right up until you encounter that one group of people that would just suck. But otherwise it seems fun.
Yeah, normally it was a lot of fun. It was really great. People were super nice. It was really weird is that people would pay for the party and then I'd be like, oh, I'm here to like help hand stuff out, help do stuff. And they're like, yeah, we don't need you here. So can you just like go to the front desk and we'll come get you if we need you? And I'm like, sure. I just leave. Like, it was just weird because I'm like, I get it's weird to have someone like hovering, right? But at the same time, I'm like, but part of what you pay for is to have someone here at all times.
Don't think of me as hovering. Think of me as like a waiter if you had rented out like a nice restaurant or something. It's like, I'm just doing my job. I'm paid to just help.
And they're like, please go away. Thank you.
I mean, it is a bit weird to have like a birthday party with like all your kids and like the kids' friends and like all the parents and whatever.
Yeah.
And then this random like teenager that's just there.
There was one birthday. I worked there for a long time, but there was one kid had his birthday party there every year. I can't remember his name. He was very cute. He was such a sweet little kid. But he loves spiders. So he would order a birthday cake with a spider picture on the top of it every year.
Like a print out on paper type one or like edible paper?
Yeah, like, you know how they do the thing where they'll take a photo and then they can like put it
on like rice
cake.
paper, so it's like edible, but yeah.
Yeah. But he would get a spider every year, and I hated it. Like, and somehow I was their birthday attendant every single year, and I'm just like, why would you pick a spider?
Listen, you're a good kid, but please pick a different favorite animal.
But the parents were really nice, and not gonna lie, they always tip me really well and everything. They're super great. But every year I was like, I'd see his name on the board, and I'd just be like, it's the spider kid, isn't it? Like,
it's Spider Boy.
Spider Boy. Yeah. It was awful. It was so terrible. Oh my gosh. You know what happened to me yesterday? I didn't even tell you this. So, okay, my sister's backyard turned into a jungle, right? Uh-huh. And I had said I would go over and clean it out for her. And I was, weed whacking. I'm getting everything knocked down. And then Trey called and I'm like, okay, I'll pause. I'll just like drink some water, take a break. And then I'm sitting there on the back step and I'm just talking to Trey and I kind of feel something like, I have my big sun hat on, but I feel something on my ear and I'm like, whatever. And I brush. There was a spider on my face. I flipped out. Yeah, it was awful. I was freaking out because her whole backyard, because it's like she doesn't have grass, she does like clover.
Yeah.
But it's like all grasshoppers and spiders back there. And oh my gosh, I was freaking out. It took a lot for me to go back and do it, but I finished it. I did do the whole yard. And I called my sister later and I was like, I want you to know how much I love you. I was like, I had a spider on my face and I kept cleaning this yard out because I love you that much.
The phrasing of that is almost like it was there the whole time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
You're like, there's a spider on my face the entire time.
No. Oh my gosh. Because like at first I thought it was just my hat because it was like a big wide brimmed sun hat and I had my headphones on. So I thought it was like my hair or my hat or something. And then when I flicked it off and on the ground is this spider, I was like, What? Because then, of course, I had like a zip up jacket on because, you know, I don't want to get like hit with stuff while I'm weed whacking.
Yeah.
So I'm like shaking my jacket out. I'm like patting my pants
You're like,
down.
how many
and
other
I'm like,
ones are there?
I'm like, is there a spider on my back and I can't see it? I'm like freaking out.
You're like, how many of your friends are currently on my person?
3 hours and 2 blisters later, got that whole yard done.
3 hours, 2 blisters, and at least 15 spiders later.
15 spiders later. Also, didn't see any snakes. So
I've seen 2 snakes recently just out and about, and like that's not okay because I hadn't really seen snakes recently, like last couple of years much, and I've seen like 2 of them recently out and about, just like on the road, and freaked me out because I don't like snakes even on the road when I'm driving past. Don't like it.
You're like, I don't want them anywhere near me.
Yeah, it's not okay.
That was my sister's biggest concern because also her house is near like a drainage ditch situation. And then the grass was really, or like the like weeds and clover were really tall. So she was, I think, and it was kind of funny because she said something about it. And then I told Trey I was going over there and he's like, well, be careful because there might be snakes. And I'm like, I think once I turn the weed whacker on, those snakes are going to be out of there. They're going to be like, no, thank you.
Well, if they're smart, they know it's good for them.
Grasshopper galore. Let me tell you, so many grasshoppers back there.
No, Kassi, you're using a weed whacker. It was grasshopper gore.
I tried not to think about that. I tried to be.
You do realize you probably cut at least a good chunk of them in half.
I know. I tried really hard to like just hit a few of the grass and then like let them run away, but I just try not to think about it. I just try not to think about any of the poor little grasshoppers. I felt so bad. Spiders, don't care. Grasshoppers. Felt really bad.
You're like, I hope that I cut all the spiders in half.
Oh my God, all of you. Climbing on my face. Gross.
That is actually really funny. That's horrifying for you, but that is pretty funny. And it's like horrifying for me too, because if that happened to me, I'd also be grossed out. But yeah.
Right. And then you look, and I had done maybe a quarter of the yard at that point. So I still had 3/4 of the yard to go. And I'm just like, do
Speaking of spiders on faces.
I don't know. Do I?
So when I was a kid, there was a day where I was laying in bed. It was like right after we went to bed and we turned all the lights off. And I'm laying in my bed.
I'm already getting
like
shivers.
Half hour afters. And I'm just laying there and I start feeling like tickles along like my forehead area. And in my brain, I was like, oh, it's just hair or whatever. But then I kept feeling it. So then like like my brain thought it must be a fly or something or whatever. But I literally instead of flicking, I literally like went up, grabbed and like threw it out towards the side of the bed and then like turned the lamp on. And there was this big old spider sitting on the ground that like hadn't moved yet, but was sitting on the ground. And yeah, it was like I had that moment of almost like I'm not that afraid of spiders, but I had enough that it was still enough of that was just on my face kind of thing. That it like I froze for a second. And it was just like Gah, and then but like was able to kill it
because that's the biggest thing is then your brain starts thinking like, well, what else is on me and I don't know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, are there more spiders? Yeah. Ugh.
So then I mean,
okay,
I
we have to talk about
and just smashed it, but I was like, that spider was on my face less than 30 seconds ago. And it wasn't particularly small either. It was a decent sized spider. Like when I grabbed it and threw it off my face, I remember feeling something in my fingers as I was.
That's so awful.
So I was like, it's gross. Yeah, it was pretty
terrible.
Gnarly.
Oh my gosh. So my mom, she, well, first of all, she lives in a tropical climate, right? So you can only imagine how big the spiders are there. Yeah. But she has really, really bad eyesight, like super bad eyesight. And she was telling me that one morning
right now?
I mean, I think the doctors tell her that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just using the medical term they've given me. So she was telling me that one morning she was walking through her house and she hadn't put her glasses or anything on. She saw something kind of on the floor and she's like, oh, is that like a wad of dog hair? Like something like that.
No,
or like lint. And she picked it up and it was a spider.
Wait, she picked it up?
Because she thought it was like trash. So she's like, oh, I'll just throw it in the trash. I don't know. I'd have to ask her. I don't think it was like huge, but it was enough that like she could, without her glasses, she could tell there was like a difference. Like there was something on the floor. You know, it was big enough she could tell something was on the floor and pick it up. But she's like, oh, I'll just throw it in the trash on the way to the kitchen kind of thing. And she picked it up and it started moving and she realized it was a spider. I was like, I would have died.
I literally, when you said that she picked up and it started moving, I literally just had an involuntary like shiver. I'm like, ugh.
Maybe we should put a warning at the beginning of this conversation about like, we're going to talk about spiders for a long time. You should just skip ahead. I'm going to talk about something else because that's awful. I hate that.
So I have an idea for a game if you're down for a random game.
I love games.
So
yes.
I found this website, and I found it by way of looking for it. So it wasn't accidental at all. But it's a randomized randomized movie website. Okay.
Okay.
And the theory I had was you hit the randomize button. You have like 30 seconds to sort of skim the synopsis and like every bit of information, and then you have a minute to elevator pitch it to the other person without. You're not allowed to give the title, but you have to elevator pitch the movie and try to get them to like see if they're interested in even watching it. But it's like a completely random movie that you probably know nothing about.
Are you gonna pitch me movies, or are you gonna give me this website and I will also pitch you movies?
Well, it's called movierankings.net, and there's like a random movie thing there.
If I could spell that, it'd be really cool. .net.
.net, and then technically if you
movie
/random. Movie rankings rankings.net /random.
Are you just doing all movies?
Yeah, every movie. Or we could pick genre as well if we want to like make it something that you might actually watch.
Nope. I already got one and I love it.
So you're going to pitch one to me first, or I'm pitching one to you?
I would like for you to start.
Okay. So you're going to do a 30-second timer or something, or should we just arbitrarily go off of it?
What?
Well, I was going to say, because you have a short, relatively... Okay, well, just arbitrary. We're arbitrary. Okay.
Okay.
Ready, set, I'm going to randomize it, and then we're going to see what we're going with. Let's see if I can figure out... I want to know, like, general ratings and stuff. Okay. So, here's my elevator pitch for this movie, okay? Do you want... It's a movie. How am I supposed to... Okay. So, the premise is... There's this gang in China in the 1940s that this guy named Singh desperately wants to join. But it's ruled by eccentric landlords that are kung fu masters in disguise. His actions eventually cause the gang to... Oh, wait, no, wait. So the gang is separate. There's slumlords that are eccentric landlords that are kung fu masters in disguise. And it's like a battle between the gang and the slumlord kung fu masters. And it came out in 2009. And it's got 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
A 90% Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah. And it stars Stephen Chow and Yuan Hua and Yuan Kui.
I don't know if you've sold me on this idea.
Okay. How about this? This will sell you on this movie.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. Yeah.
It made $101 million at the box office.
Oh, well, if it made a lot of money, then I don't care.
And according to this company, which I think is their rating for like if it's a good or not movie, it is officially buttered. I don't know what that means.
I don't know
but I mean, just take it as you will.
I don't know what that rating is. I think it's good.
I assume it's good.
I don't know. What? And you can't tell me the name of this movie?
Well, I guess I can technically now, but.
Well, now that I've said I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I failed. You didn't want to see it. It's called Kung Fu Hustle.
Okay, I think I remember that movie coming out. I didn't see it.
Oh, you actually remember that movie coming out?
Yeah, and even now I don't want to see it.
Okay, so you got one for me?
Okay. Yeah. All right. Imagine this. In the future, not too far away, you record your dreams, but then somebody comes and they're like, we're going to have to put a tax on this because what if you're living an amazing life?
In your dreams?
In your dreams. Yeah. You're like living out this amazing life. Because you know how we worry about with like AI and stuff like like Ready Player One, you go have this amazing life. And of course the government's like, we got to get in on this, right? So you're going to have to be taxed. If you have too good of dreams, we're going to tax you for it. But really what this is about is this guy, James, right? And he goes to do an audit of Bella. And he is watching Bella's VHSs. I want to be very specific that you record these on VHSs because digital cannot be trusted.
Yeah.
He might find love, or he might find he wants to stay in the dream.
Huh.
How you feel about this?
I mean, when was this released?
2022.
Really?
It's also officially buttered. It also only has a 90-minute runtime, if that makes any difference to you.
Huh.
It's also listed as a comedy.
It sounds like it kind of sounds like a movie that come out in like the 90s.
The box artwork makes it look like it's a movie that came out in like, I don't know, the 50s.
It feels like one of those movies that I would have watched as a teenager, but I have no desire to watch now.
It's called Strawberry Mansion, in case anyone does want to watch it. Teenage me would have thought this was an amazing movie, but adult me is like, eh.
I have a movie for you. Picture this. Set the scene. A writer is struggling to find inspiration for their next book, specifically a horror writer.
Oh, I'm already not hooked.
She gets inspiration after her and her husband take in a young couple that are looking for a place to stay temporarily. That's the entirety of the synopsis. Now, I will say, it is not buttered, and it only made $73,000.
Can I know who the lead actor or actress is?
Elizabeth Moss. And Odessa
All right,
Young.
I don't.
And Michael Stolberg.
I thought I knew what movie this might be, but I don't.
It came out in 2020.
Not to be mean to Elizabeth Moss, but I think because it had to have been after Handmaid's Tale came out. I don't think she was in like a ton before Handmaid's Tale.
It was called.
Like,
it's
she
called
definitely
Shirley,
did act,
by
but
the way, Shirley.
Oh,
It's also a biopic. It's based on a true story.
Oh, still not interested.
Okay, fine.
My next movie for you is about a gentle bookstore owner
Ooh, I'm sold.
who has a romantic run-in with an actress. And they start a, beautiful love affair and try to, balance the struggles of their daily lives so that they can be together.
I'm less sold. This is getting more and more boring.
What if I told you one of my favorite quotes is from this movie is happiness is not happiness unless there's a violin playing goat.
Have you seen this movie?
I have actually. I actually love this movie.
So you randomly got one that you actually know.
I randomly got one that I know and I do love.
Okay, well, I'm cheating. I'm looking up quotes from the movie that I just told so I can give you a quote.
Okay, mine was Notting Hill, and I actually do think it's a cute movie.
Notting Hill.
Is
Yeah,
it amazing? Yeah, is it amazing? I don't know, but it's cute.
Okay, hold on.
Pretty sure I got a horror movie. Yep. Not buttered. That's my tease.
Not buttered.
There's no scores for it. Why are there no scores?
It must be.
I just want to read.
Cassie, I've got one for you. I know for a fact you will watch this movie.
What is it?
Hold on.
Is it Harry Potter?
I can't tell you that. No, I can't tell you the title yet. I got to give you the synopsis.
I'm going to just read you the synopsis of my next one.
Okay, this is from a character called Dr. Ishiro Serizawa. And he says, sometimes the only way to heal our wounds is to make peace with the demons who created them. Do you know what movie this is?
I feel like I do, but I also feel like I don't.
Kyle Chandler, Vera Farmiga, Millie Bobby Brown, Ken Watanabe, I can't pronounce that. Zhang
Ken Watanabe.
Bradley Whitford.
Is it Godzilla or is it Godzilla versus Kong? It's got to be Godzilla versus Kong. Was she? Yeah, because she was in the. No, it's got the second Godzilla. It's the second Godzilla.
It is Godzilla King of Monsters.
King of Monsters, yeah, because Millie Bobby Brown wasn't in the remake Godzilla with Elizabeth Olsen.
But I know for a fact you'd watch it because you're a Godzilla fan.
Yeah, I love it. That's why I was like, I feel like I did know that, and I feel like that was Ken Watanabe's character that said that quote, but I could be completely wrong. I do like that movie. I feel like I actually watched that movie recently. I'm just going to read you the synopsis of my movie because it's so short. I don't even know how to
summarize it.
A young teacher discovers that her troubled student's father and younger brother harbor a deadly supernatural secret. Taking the boy into her care, the teacher must fight for their survival against the horrors beyond imagination.
Okay, go through that again. I'm going to try to think through this.
A young teacher discovers that her troubled student's father and younger brother harbor a deadly supernatural secret. Taking the boy into her care, the teacher must fight for their survival against horrors beyond imagination.
What?
It has Kerry Russell and Jesse Plemons.
What?
And it's a horror movie, so I'm like,
in that case, I definitely would never have seen it.
Harry Russell, I think, can do a variety of things, but Jesse Plemons, I just feel like I think of only as slightly like a comedic person. So I guess that's surprising me.
Yeah.
It came out in 2021. It's not buttered. Has no scores on any of these sites, and it is called Antlers.
That weird, like the hotel.
Yeah, like the Antlers Hotel.
Well, I guess that's just Antlers. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to watch that. It's a horror movie. I'm not going to do it. I have one for you, but we're going to change the game for this one because...
Ooh, yes.
Whatever. I'm going to give you bits of the movie and then tell you can guess what movie it is.
Ooh, all right. I'm down.
So it was
I'm
released
down for this.
in 1937.
Okay.
Do you have any idea, or do I need to get more clues?
It was released in 1937.
I mean,
can I have
more
one
clues
more?
than that? Okay, I'll give you
Can I have one more clue at least?
It is 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. It is officially buttered status. And it is from Disney.
Officially. I mean, is Snow White that old? I don't know.
No, Snow White's 13.
Okay, can I get another clue?
No. No, it is Snow White. The joke was Snow White in the story, and the original story is like 13 or 14, so she's not that old.
That went way past me.
Clearly. No. Okay. Clearly. Your turn, unless we're done with this game.
I have a movie for you. It's not buttered. It came out in 2015. Do you know it?
No.
I know, I'm just kidding. It has David Spade in it.
David Spade?
Yeah.
Who's David Spade?
He voices Cusco in Emperor's New Groove.
I don't recognize this man at all.
Okay. He's also Joe Dirt, but I know you haven't seen that movie.
Because you know, I'm
which is sad.
A fan of that.
It's a great movie. You should watch Joe Dirt. It has David Spade and Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken's in it. I kid you not look at the movie.
Okay. So wait, the movie? No, Joe Dirt. What's the one you can give more clues for the ones you're describing?
Oh, I'm sorry. Not buttered. 2015. I'll tell you it's animated. And David Spade is in it.
Huh. Okay. It is animated?
Mm-hmm.
Did you just tell me he's the voice of... Is the movie Cusco? Emperor's New Groove?
No, that came out way before 2015.
No. Okay, you're right. I didn't think about the date. Is it Emperor's New Groove 2? Cusco? Krunk's New Groove?
No, but it is a sequel.
It is a sequel. What else is he
It is a sequel.
Is it one that you think I've seen?
Oh, I'm pretty sure you've seen this.
Well, that's fascinating.
I wouldn't be surprised
Is there any
if
other,
you own this.
Name other people. You wouldn't be surprised if I own this movie?
Kevin James.
Kevin James as a voice actor?
And Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg?
I could give you a quote that would give it away if you want.
Is there a quote that won't give it away?
Not that I'm aware of.
You're supposed to look up quotes like I did and then find one that doesn't give it away.
All right, let me look up. I almost said it out loud while I was searching.
Let me look up insert name of movie.
I'm like, name of movie. Of course, the first quote that comes up is the one I was going to give you. Let's see. Baby proofing a guillotine, so you cut your finger off. It's part of the fun.
What? And you said you think I've both seen this movie and potentially owned this movie.
Yeah, I do.
And that's the line that's in this movie?
Do you want me to give you the obvious quote?
Maybe.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's one of the Hotel Transylvania movies.
It is, yeah.
That's in one of the... I forgot. Where is that line in that movie?
I have no idea. It was just a quote they had listed under the movie. Yeah. But you know what? The fact you didn't know that is probably why we're not really friends.
Yeah. That's it.